Hey all, TM25MD, back with a YouTube video, which I have not done in a long time, whether it be for Epic 7, which I debuted years ago along with Duelist. The context, I played this since its inception, early on in its inception, since air date in 2018, I believe. I started around the first DN batter. Played on and off, or pretty much played consistently through the years, and then took a break most recently for about 8 months, 8 to 10 months, give or take. So I missed a few collab and ML Moonlight Heroes. Took a break mainly due to life, work, schooling, university, etc. So took a break. And then recently I was like, oh, I wonder if I can hit Legend in Arena and World Arena RTA this time around. But today is a Legend rank 1 video, as you can see by the title. Hit it with basically 5 units. I did, for context, hit Legend in both of these game modes in its earlier seasons. Have since not. Have since then haven't hit those just due to playing more casually. But I was wondering if I could do it with not missing meta characters or newer characters. So yeah, so this is my run. So for arena, for context, I hit legend rank 1 with pretty much the same 5 units. And I had a good defense team that had about 40, just about 50% win rate um, through that week, which was pretty good. It wasn't anything special. We'll start with the defense. Um, let's see. So my defense consisted of bootleg Destina on filler gear, which I don't think I switched up, or maybe I have. Not much Mola, not a ton of great gear, not fully Mola or upgraded, so filler gear worked just fine. Um, Unbound Knight Arrowwall, not the greatest of gear. HP's at that threshold for a reason. I could do higher, but I tell you in just a minute as to why. Good amount of effectiveness and effect resist. Speed could be higher on Adamant Shield, though I think Rise of a Monarch could be good with her. With its upcoming buff with a plus 10% defense for all allies. I think that could be useful over Adamant Shield. Aiden, not the most damage, not the most speed, but decent bulk, I think. It could go higher, but she worked great, I think, for RNG purposes in both RTA and Arena. So she was my defense, on my defense for good reason. So it was, yeah, Destina, Aiden, Arrowell, and let's see, and Bellion, who I have switched then changed her build from a counter 0 speed build to bootleg injury for RTA recently, but she was on a 0 speed, more crits, more crit damage counter build. So I liked this build more for RTA reasoning, but this is what I used on defense. But back to the meat and potatoes. So the 5 units I used for offense to climb to Legend Rank 1 was Arrow, as you saw here, or had previously seen. Mediator Queric was the other main unit that I used. Not the greatest, not the fastest. Decent bulk, decent defense. Nothing special here or unique for that matter. Does the job. So it was him and made Chloe. I brought to almost every game, as well as Arrowall. Those three were pretty much in like 80% of the climb, most of the time. Made Chloe. She wasn't an ER ring, but I've been interchanging now and then depending on what I've been facing or trending in RTA, in ER ring versus an HP ring. But defense is about 2K, reasonable speed. I did have her up to like 220 speed. I don't think the speed matters too much. Yeah, but the ER can go up to as shown, about 180 with an ER, or not 180, about 170 with an ER ring, give or take. But yeah, so that's made, mediator, Queric, Arrowwell, and my two defense or my two offensive units that I use primarily. I liked using before her new exclusive equipment. This bootleg, decent SSB. Ideally, I want to go less attack, more defense. I'll probably switch out. She is on a bootleg ring or boot here. If this was defense with a good amount of HP, the speed's kind of unnecessary, but some more optimization could be done here. So less attack, more defense, reasonable HP, I think is just fine. She was my main DPS, along with Landy. Just a decent DPS speed Landy. Takes a lot of time, turns, reasonable speed, could be faster, could have more damage. She does the job just fine, I think. So I switched between those as the defenses were predominantly some sort of Destina, Arrowwell, Karina, AOL, Bellion. There was a couple cleaves out there. There was a couple strays cleaves. And as you know, my mediator Queric has more HP than my Arrowwell. So in those cases, strays would attack him, and with escort buff up, he wouldn't kill. So that was pretty much the reasoning why my Queric happens to be this high on HPs, to draw the aggro from a S3 straws or strays. So yeah, simple video. Hopefully those that find this helpful, wants to get the extra sky stones, by all means follow this guide. Again, only 5 heroes needed, and I think it was a fun experience to get back to Legend. I'll do the same with an Emperor run, 60-something% win rate through Emperor. Recently this season, missing a lot of collab units over the past year, including Moonlight 5 heroes. So I'll do that video next. If you enjoyed, let me know, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.